Nightcrawler is a pretty sweet Rugrats episode. This is the first segment of the 22nd episode of the first season of the reboot. And Tommy wakes up in the middle of the night and he hears a noise and he thinks it's a dinosaur. So he tells the other babies the next day, this is Chuckie, Susie, Phil, and Lil, and they start to discuss what it might be, and they decide that they're going to try and hunt for dinosaurs, and they find various things that they think could be dinosaur poop and other signs of dinosaurs, but Chuckie's not having it. Chuckie is so certain that there is no such thing as a dinosaur in the house. Dinosaurs don't live in houses. It must be something else. And I think this is mostly out of fear, and he's just pretending that it's not even possible, so he's not scared of it. But it's certainly very interesting that Chuckie's just not wanting to play this game. And he is a very sweet character in this. I actually think he was my favourite in this particular episode. And then Tommy goes exploring at night to try and find out what the sound is. And I was genuinely curious. I really wanted to know what this sound was, and I won't say what it was, but the mystery element was pretty good fun, and I rather enjoyed it. Even though a lot of this is set at night, it's not that dimly lit, partly because Tommy is crawling around the front room where the adults are spending time, and obviously we have quite a lot of bright colours there. So it's still pretty visually engaging, but my favourite scenes were the scenes in the garden, in the yard outside, where they were looking for dinosaur tracks and dinosaur poop. I wish Phil and Lil had been in this a little bit more, and I don't think it would have worked because a lot of it, as I said, is set at night when Tommy should be in his crib. But I just loved the way they responded to the situation. So I would have liked it if they'd maybe not hunted for a dinosaur at night as much and maybe hunted the house during the day a little bit more. But nevertheless, it's a fun episode. It's really sweet. It's interesting to think of dinosaurs without thinking of Reptar. I'm not even sure if Reptar was mentioned in this episode. Reptar, of course, being a T Rex. So that might be a bit of an oversight, but maybe it was mentioned and I missed it. But either way, it's interesting to see how they've responded to these dinosaur noises without thinking of Reptar. But either way, it's a fun episode. It's a fun story. Chuckie was very cute, but Tommy was adorable as well. Most of the comedy, I think, came from Phil and Lil, and I wish they'd been in it more. But other than that, it's not bad. Nightcrawler is not a personal favourite, but all things considered, it's a pretty decent episode.